Thanks for tuning in to the Old Dirty Basement. On today's episode, we're covering part one of The Long Island Lolita, Amy Fisher, and Joey Buttafuoco.
Oh, this takes me back. This is a nearly fatal attraction between a part-time ephebophile and a messed up minor with daddy issues.
Wow, that was good. I don't know how to follow that one. Yeah, if you can get to the complete auto body repair shop and get some things fixed for you, that's where Amy Fisher was hanging out back in the 90s. I know that.
Yeah, that and Future Physique.
Yeah.
The gym. So we hope you're enjoying the podcast. If you are, leave that 5-star rating on Spotify, on Apple. 5-star rating and a written review helps us out. And sit back, relax, and enjoy part one of The Long Island Lolita.
This is the Old Dirty Basement, home to debauchery, madness, murder, and mayhem. A terror-filled train ride deep into the depths of the devil's den.
With a little bit of humor.
History.
And copious consciousness.
I'm your announcer, Shallow Throat. Your hosts are Dave, Matt, and Zap. I love you, Matthew McConaughey. All right.
Hey, this is Dave.
Matt.
And Zap.
And welcome to the Old Dirty Basement.
Where every week we cover a true crime.
Murder.
Or compelling story.
So sit back.
Relax.
And comprehend.
Hello. And welcome everybody to the Old Dirty Basement. I am Matt. With me always is Dave and Zap.
What's going on?
How are ya?
Happy, lovely midday, late evening.
Yes.
No, early evening.
Yep.
In a beautiful fall evening here. And
It's happy for us, but who knows when people may be listening to this.
yes, I know. It's just Pennsylvania weather at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Makes
City by the sea.
Yeah.
Could be running a marathon, somebody. Doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
You just never know.
You never know. You don't even know.
You don't even know. So what do we got on tap today, fellas?
Oh,
There's a lot of tapping.
There's a lot, all sorts
tap.
of tapping. We got a blast from the past that anyone our age, that is to say, anyone born in, I'll say the mid to late 70s through early 80s. I mean,
You're making it sound so old. You went so blast from the past. It's like talking like
this was
early
something-
70s.
This was something that we all knew like so well. As I was doing the write up for this, my God, I was blown away by just the whirlwind of memories that came back when I'm going through this.
It could have been a girl we went to school with.
Could have been, who knows?
I mean, right around our age, you know?
But
A little bit older.
but damn sexy nonetheless.
But
Today we are talking about Amy Fisher and Joey Buttafuoco.
Over here. Joey Buttafuoco over here.
Oh, yeah.
fun fact
Oh, whoa, already? Man, drum roll, please.
Yeah, you're
Buttafuoco, in Italian, fire thrower.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You just blew my mind,
Yeah.
dude.
Did you just make that up? Is that real?
No, it's legit.
Twisted the file starter.
Yeah.
Buttafuoco.
Yeah.
Yo, that's Buttafuoco over here.
Fire thrower.
There it
Fire
is.
thrower, I
Look,
got you.
I'm the Buttafuoco. Twisted Buttafuoco.
I thought you didn't want to be the Buttafuoco of that joke.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just it. I thought that was interesting.
Wait, what was
Baby, we're
Fire
hot
thrower.
tonight.
Fire throw. That's a fire throw.
I'm the fire
Hot
thrower.
tonight.
Yeah. That's directly from his daughter on a 2020 special.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, they made it to 2020. You know you made it in life if you're on a 2020 special.
Hell yeah.
Right.
It's even bigger than 60 Minutes.
For sure.
Yeah.
But before we get into this, I think Matt had a quick mailbag item you wanted to throw in, right?
Straight
Yeah,
from
so-
the mail sack.
From the mail sack of Buttafuoco, throwing fire. Actually, somebody that was fired this weekend. My wife and I went to see a band that she liked, but he's actually Andrew McMahon plays. Used to play for like Jack's Mannequin, something corporate. She was into them when she was in college. But they had a band opening for him. It was called the Wilderness, not Wilderness.
Okay.
But if you look them up, they got a couple cool videos. It's a 3-piece band. They got a guitarist, drummer, and singer, keyboardist, synth. They were really cool. Just want to give them a shout out. If you guys, hear about them, Wilderness, check them out. They were pretty hype.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. Appreciate that. I did check them out on Spotify. I liked what I heard. And
Yeah, she's quite a performer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know her name. I'm sorry for that. I should have looked that up. But Wilderness, I'm going to give a shout out to the whole band.
See, that's what it is. It's not unlike REM. So with REM, back in the day, I'll take y'all back. Just let's all jump in the DeLorean and we'll go back in time. So back in the day, you could buy an album or a cassette. And when you would open up either, especially a cassette, you could unwrap all of the paper in there.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have all the lyrics for all of the songs.
Right.
Michael Stipe, singer of REM, was adamant about never, ever, 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 ever including the lyrics in their jackets of those sleeves in their CDs, cassettes, or albums. When asked why, his answer was the same every time. Well, we don't include the notes to the songs. We don't include the beats to the song. So why would my lyrics make it and the other guy's stuff wouldn't? Mm-hmm. So this is done as a band effort, and we're going to keep the lyrics off of the sleeves.
Nice. If we all can't be in, then none of us
there it is.
Wilderness, originally from Denver, Colorado. Go Broncos.
Home of the Broncos, who are on a winning streak.
Yeah, now they're out, 4 in a row.
Yep.
City by the Bay.
Yes.
Is that right?
When the lights go down in that city.
John Denver.
Yes.
Speaking of cities by the bay, I think this story today was near a bay.
It was near a bay, and not the Bay of Biscay.
No.
Risque.
Ooh,
The Bay of Risque.
It was risque. All right, thanks for bringing us back on track. So today we are talking about Amy Fisher and Joey Buttafuoco. So let's start with, who is Amy Fisher? Well, this young lady was born on August 21st, 1974.
Yeah, that's my wheelhouse right there.
Dude, look, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's right in our range.
Yep.
I mean, that's like the shit. She would be, 2 years ahead of us.
I was going to say, would have been a senior when we were sophomores.
Yep.
That's just reverse for most of us.
Right. Would have been the other way around.
Yeah. Dating a lot of sophomores. That's
it. That's it.
That's true.
Yeah.
She was the only child to Elliot and Roseanne Fisher.
But you could tell she had that only child syndrome.
Absolutely.
That whole free spirit, to put it politely.
And allowed to get disciplinarian so much.
Yes.
To an extent.
To
an extent, because according to Amy, her father was a ruthless disciplinarian, to the point of her being just terrified of him. I guess, I don't know, beat him
allegedly,
according to her. So, but I can dig that we've seen it before. So hell, with the pig guy, with the pig farmer, with a number of other people, like when these kids, Ed Gein, when these kids would mess up, their parents would beat the shit out of them.
Right.
And I mean, beat the shit out of them.
That's a beating.
That's a paddling.
Yep.
Well, not only did she allege that ruthless disciplinarian aspect of her father, she had also alleged that she suffered sexual abuse repeatedly at a young age from a family member, not her father.
So it was never said family member. It was just repeated sexual abuse from someone.
From a family member, be it an uncle, be it a cousin, be it who knows, grandpa.
And I think they said those ages were like 3 to 6 when that happened. There was another occurrence when she was like 12. There was somebody doing work in the house, like construction work.
I think that's something I heard about.
And he basically assaulted her.
I did hear that, or I'm sorry, I read that, that she was in bed, or he took her into the bed, or did something with her in the bed.
Right. There was like something went down, some kind of an assault,
But she never told her parents about it.
Well, the thing was that she had said, or maybe it was a psychiatrist that was talking about it, is that being at that young age of 3 to 6, when the initial stuff was happening with that family member, that she almost thought like at 12, it was her fault then, because of the things that happened to her as a 3 to 6 year old. It was almost like, I'm not going to tell anybody because it was my fault. One of those.
She felt guilt for it happening.
Right. So, but we weren't there. I don't know.
Well, I am no psychiatrist or psychologist. Dare I say, I'm no scientist of any nature.
Me neither. Yeah.
But I'll just pretend that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But again, like we talked about so many times, is that a lot of these people end up certain ways because certain things happen, and they're not caught early enough, or they go through life just as, that's cool, whatever.
Right.
Not to say that the sexual assault was her fault.
No. But
it usually changes people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, so that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. And in fact, so she had, as her teenage years started going on, She had had a number of, shall we call them, relationships with the opposite sex. Like, look, not for nothing, this girl was getting around.
Right.
She was absolutely getting around. So much so that at one point, Amy had gotten pregnant and went on to have an abortion.
Oh, wow. I didn't know about that one.
I didn't hear that either. Was that an at-home?
Oh, you're saying like clothes hanger?
Something like that.
I'm guessing.
I wonder if her parents are aware, you know.
I can't.
Or it might have been like somebody older too that paid or took care of it
like
for her.
Fast Times.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, but it ended up being her older brother that helped her out.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's the thing. That's the thing. And that's out of the mouth of Amy Fisher. Now, this woman has said a lot, so who's to say?
Right.
Yes.
This is like another Ted Bundy.
So I had to turn my hat backwards. I kept bumping the microphone.
Sorry.
All right, back in it.
Back in it to win it. So as her teenage years are rolling on, then came Joey.
Can we just call him Buttafuoco? For now? I just like saying it.
You can call him whatever you want.
Buttafuoco.
I'm surprised.
Let's call him Fire Thrower.
Fire thrower.
Twisted fire thrower.
Yeah.
Twisted Buttafuoco. So I'm actually curious. How did this guy get away without having a nickname? Because, I mean, he's like this makeshift wannabe mafioso kind of guy. Like, how do you not have, like, you know...
I think Buttafuoco is a nickname. Like Buttafuoco.
Like fingers or something.
Yeah, Joey the Finger Buttafuoco or whatever.
Or like quarters.
There
I
you
like
go.
that.
Yeah.
Joey Fingers Buttafuoco.
Fingers Buttafuoco.
Well, that came much later. Much later.
Yeah.
Or wrenches or something like that. You know,
Joey Wrenches.
Yeah, Joey Wrenches.
Joey
I
Wrenches.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey Blowtorch.
Joey Blowtorch.
Whatever. Anyway, this poor
Joey
asshole.
B would have just worked.
Yeah, Joey B. Just like PDG.
Yes.
But he didn't get a...
Or Kenny G.
Oh, very underrated musician, by the way.
He is.
He is.
Steve Winwood also.
Concur.
I'm on a big Steve Winwood
Steve
trip
Winwood
lately.
crushes it. Crushes it.
What was his band? When was he in a band before?
He started out at the age of, I want to say it's like 16, possibly 17. But he was in, God, the name of whatever the band was that did Give Me Some Lovin'. Give me some lovin'. Give me some lovin'. So he was singing in that, but he was a teenager.
Like a backup?
He was the singer of that
really?
song, and he was a teenager at the time. But then he went on to be Steve Winwood.
We should have somebody mailbag that for us if anybody's out there in the music.
I like that one. Is he the higher love guy?
Yeah, bring me a
Correct.
love.
Valerie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Crushes it.
Back
All
on
right.
track.
Back to the Buttafuoco, back to the fire thrower. It all started at the Complete Auto Body Repair Shop in Baldwin, New York.
Do you have like a background, like wrenches and stuff and
Play
engines?
that. I can do that.
Okay,
great.
that'd be great. Yeah, I
Drills
like that.
going. And shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Hey, Joey, grab me the 3/8.
Hey,
Grab me that socket.
hey, give me that metric one.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
fucking
over
European
here.
car.
Who drives these BMW pieces?
The
of
fucking
shit?
Chinese here. I
Come
need the
on, man.
metrics.
Yeah, we got that. That sounds good.
They're on the metrics. So it's late 1990. We were all just in our freshman year of high school.
That's a great year.
Amy Fisher, 16 years old at the time, accompanied by her parents when they took their car there for repair. While there, Amy met the owner, Joey Buttafuoco. I wonder if she took a shine to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was in late May 1991, less than 6 months later, Amy accidentally damaged her own car's side mirror while pulling out of her parents' garage.
Accidentally?
This was for all intent and purpose an accident.
Okay.
Who's she going to call? Of course, the only repair guy she knows,
Right.
Joey Wrenches.
Yep.
So she drove her car down there, and after a quick estimate by the fine folks at Complete Auto Body Repair Shop, Amy realized she couldn't afford the repairs.
Oh, what to do? What to do?
What to do?
Gosh.
Understand that she's now in a real bind. Like, it's one thing for any one of us, and we're teenagers, we're in high school driving a car. Like, of course I'm going to get scratches and dents and
Right.
bullshit, and who gives a shit? But in Amy's case, such carelessness with her car would send that ruthless disciplinarian of a father of hers into a frenzy if he were to find out.
Yeah, I had read that she had a like that the dad had told Joey basically like, "Hey, I got her this car, and whenever she brings it in, just fix it."
Nice.
Basically, it was like a line of credit, almost like
Another only child thing.
like she's just got her permit and she's driving this car and she's probably gonna be like they knew.
Yeah.
But I heard two reports. One said it was a Dodge Daytona, which I think it is, because that's how they depicted it in one movie we'll talk about. And another source said Dodge Dakota, which would be a pickup truck.
Right.
But it was white. I
don't see Amy Fisher driving a pickup truck.
To be clear, I don't see a girl in Long Island
driving a pickup.
No.
driving a pickup truck.
No.
An only child living in Long Island driving a pickup truck.
If you said like, Lancaster or somewhere,
Or like Montana.
Texas.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
There probably wouldn't be a Buttafuoco body shop
No.
in Montana, but
I'm sure there's a complete auto body repair shop.
yeah, that's kind of
It's original name.
That looks like a chain name. Like, you know what I'm saying? That
Like Midas?
Complete auto body repair shop sounds like a chain. Like Buttafuoco should have been like Buttafuoco's body shop. You know what I mean?
You would say that. Now, it is interesting. I've talked to countless entrepreneurs over my years, and there is a rule of thumb that if you're willing to, really take pride in your work and the service or products you provide, you put your name on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're afraid or shady or worried or
A mobster.
but not necessarily that, but if you're not sure about what you're putting out and you put out a product or service that you don't necessarily want other people knowing about,
You want to fly under the radar.
then you don't put your name on it.
That makes sense then. You don't want to broadcast to the neighborhood.
That's correct.
Oh, okay. I didn't look at it that way.
Right.
I was just thinking that's kind of a generic name. I would think it would be.
I think they made it generic so they can get any kind of car come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We fix everything. We're complete.
Yeah, somebody could be like, I don't want these Italians working on my car.
Yeah.
They don't. If they know the name,
You need some tires. There's complete auto body repair.
Right.
There you go.
They do it all.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yes, they do.
never fear. Savvy old Joey Buttafuoco told her to tell her father that her car had been sideswiped. This way,
It's not her fault.
it's not her fault. Insurance will take care of it. Not a big deal. So sure enough, Amy told her father that concocted story. She and her father went to Joey's shop the next day for an estimate. Now old Amy, smitten by Joey's thoughtful treatment of her father and his obvious machismo, Amy took a liking to Joey.
He said, "Yo, watch your mouth. I'll fix it."
Is that what Joey said?
Yeah, he's like, "What you doing there, talking to her like that?"
She's just a kid.
Yeah, leave her alone. We're gonna fix it. Hey, just leave her alone, guy. Come on.
Yeah,
She
leave her
was
alone
like,
because I want to talk to her.
Yeah. What's your number there, sweetheart?
Mm-hmm. Well, she would soon thereafter incur subtle damage to her car's mirrors several times on purpose in order to give her reason to visit his body shop. This is just basically like every other week. Oh, shit. Hey, Joey, I messed up my mirror again pulling out of the garage. No. Can you fix my mirror or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me pull out of something else. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
hey, easy. So on July 2nd, 1991, while Amy was having a stereo installed in her car at Joey's shop, Joey drove her back to her parents' house, where the two proceeded to consummate their affair, ultimately giving in to their throbbing carnal urges.
You mean the sexy time?
You know
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Look, I can tell you that her car would be the only thing pulling out of Amy's garage that day.
Oh my
Right.
goodness.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
That's reactions are fantastic. This is a great dramatic event here. This girl's just banging this old dude.
It wasn't that old though.
He was 38, 37,
that's
something
not
like that.
that's not ancient.
He was 20 years her senior.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened in the 1800s all the time.
Sure.
Back then, it wasn't
Yeah.
as big of a deal.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was thinking about like in the movie, they depict the Alyssa Milano movie, which I watched a little bit of it. And
She works with a lot of Italians. That's why they put her in there.
Yeah. But I thought she did great in it.
Yeah, she
But
was really good.
She looked real good, but it was funny. The car every time, it was just more fucked up every time. Every
Yeah.
time, like you got to see this car how wrecked it was. Like the last time she took it there, it looked like total.
And it was also too, remember that movie, like she would go in there all the time and all of his buddies like, "Hey Joey, she's here again. Come on,
Yeah.
we got other stuff to do." You know, they get all mad at him.
Keep it in your pants, Joey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
they
come
knew
on,
what was
Joey.
going on.
She's like, Joey, I'm so sorry. I got to call again, Joey.
So you saw a little bit of it
Yeah,
too? Yeah.
I remember I saw it when it was playing on TV. It was like one of those. It came in like 3 parts.
Well, I remember back then, but
Yeah.
I didn't remember any of it. I had to go like just watch a couple of minutes of it to get refreshed and stuff. But
Where would you find this?
YouTube.
Yeah, you can
Holy
do
shit.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. The miracles of the internet.
The internet has everything.
I mean, it had that early '90s. Like it came out in '93.
The
Milano.
movie, the movie came out a year after it all went down?
It happened quick.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of cool stuff at the end of this to talk about with all that.
yeah.
But
We better get there then.
yeah,
Although I can just imagine this whole conversation and everything going on with her and get where they're located. So one of my an endearing and just awesome movie for me is My Cousin Vinny.
I love that movie. Yeah,
So I gotta believe that this Amy chick sounds like
yeah.
What's her-
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, a little bit.
I just gotta believe it.
But if you see this, watch it on YouTube. But Alyssa Milano's like portrayal of the Amy Fisher type accent stuff is
Oh, it's
All
great.
right.
it's over the top. So like everybody's kind of over the top on it, which is really good.
If you go on YouTube, look up "Casualties of Love."
Okay.
"Casualties of Love" with Alyssa Milano, and you'll it's all on there. Yeah, it's well worth it. So, and I wonder what kind of car stereo she was getting put in there back in the day.
I thought of you immediately as soon as
What,
I came across that.
What did her mom and dad do?
Well,
Elliot and Roseanne.
her dad was fully employed as a disciplinarian and a terrorizer of his daughter. No, I have no idea. I have no idea what they do.
Whatever it was, whatever profession, they both parents did the same thing. And I forget if it was like architect or something. Like there was something that they did, the profession, and it was both the same.
Well, I think she was pretty middle class. I mean, I think they both had
They had to be
decent
doing
jobs. Plus,
I
they're
think
living in Long Island.
I think they were doing well. I mean, they got her that Dodge Daytona. It was hers. You know what I mean? And
But it's just the one kid. That's what I mean. Like, did she just go to her parents saying, you know, I need this. I need a car stereo now. Complete Auto Body Repair Shop does car stereos. They're doing everything.
It's complete, man. It does it all.
complete.
Yeah, it's the first word in their name. Complete.
Complete, yeah.
They could have called it Completely Joey's.
Yeah, completely Joey's.
Or Joey's Complete, but no, it's the Complete Auto Body. Now, however, it is Auto Body Repair Shop. So they, to Matt's point, they are specializing in what they're saying they're doing.
Could have been Fire Thrower Auto Shop.
That sounds.
And it kind of been kind of undercover, but it's still his name.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to get. That's why I asked what her parents did. I was just trying to get a spectrum of how spoiled she was here.
Mailbag that.
Yeah,
We need to
I'm
know.
gonna find out their employee.
Nice.
All right.
Well, indeed, it was considered an affair between these two because Joey was a married man. Old Joey was married to Married Joe. That's right.
Joey.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mary
later on in
Joe,
life.
Mary Joe Buttafuoco, maiden name Connery. These two also had 2 kids together.
So they were Irish Italian.
I'm waiting for Connery.
I
I thought for sure.
couldn't hold on to that.
Okay.
So later.
Well, these 2 lovebirds met in high school. That is Joey and Mary Joe. And they got married in 1990. I'm sorry.
Whoa,
They got
going forward there. Go back in time.
It was 1977, only a few years after they had graduated high school.
Okay, so that shows how feeling a little older now because we were born at around that time.
Around that time.
76, 77.
Sure.
These people are like they would be probably too young to have like kids our age, you know what I mean? But their kids at that time were like probably when we were teenagers were like, 8, 9 years old or
There you
whatever
go.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Well, over the course of Joey's and Amy's affair, old Joey would often tell Amy how unhappy he was in his marriage, which is, that's the thing. You got to make that, that Gumar, you got to make her feel like important.
Yeah.
Give her reason to be there. It's like, oh, well, here's why you're here because I'm, upset with her. I can't.
I'm confiding in you.
That's
like,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
But he didn't need to pull all that game. I mean,
No, that's the thing. He already had it.
she was like 27 years younger than him.
So it's interesting in that confiding that he was doing in her,
That's called pillow talk.
doing with her,
Right.
in her, confiding in her.
And,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Amongst other things.
Amongst
in her.
other things in her. Right. So she was equally confiding in him.
I wonder if she went home with like grease all over. You know what I mean?
Or
Like from
in
there,
her.
like being hand. You know what I'm saying? Like he walks in the door. You go in the door and your parent like, what do you got? Grease everywhere.
Grease everywhere. Why are you all
On your
greased up?
legs.
So you watch, you see movies, right? And some dude will come home and he'll have like lipstick on his cheek or some shit.
Right.
She would have like a thumb grease print on her cheek or some
Right.
shit or on her butt.
That's another thing too. Like women must have wore a lot of lipstick back in the day because that was like a telltale. Like if men would come home with lipstick on the collar or something.
Yeah,
Like, what, like everybody's necking back in the 70s and 80s.
Lots of them.
Well, that's an easy answer. Watch Goodfellas and watch when all the chicks get together as, as what's her name is entering the scene, as Ray Liotta's wife is entering the scene and she meets all of these chicks and they're doing each other's hair
Love
and
that
makeup.
scene.
Oh, like a
Yeah.
bunch of bad makeup and polyester suits.
Correct.
Yeah.
They wore pantsuits.
Pantsuits.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly that scene. Makeup shit galore.
I love that movie.
I get it. I get it. So it was funny. It was smelling like a woman's perfume or something. I don't know.
Instead, she's coming home smelling like gasoline.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
That glitter will get you too.
the glitter.
Yeah.
Stripper dust.
Yeah. You got to watch that.
For sure. Well, at one point, desperate for money necessary to make car payments, in September 1991, Joey suggested to Amy that she take employ with the ABBA escort service.
ABBA, like the band.
Just like the band.
She's a dancing.
Oh yeah, ABBA escorts.
They were popular at the time.
That's an escort, like an escort.
That's
For
in,
all the right reasons.
That's in one of the lyrics, right?
Yeah.
In the ABBA song?
Wait.
Dancing Queen now.
Only 17. Oh, there's another one.
Wait,
Yeah, we
that's-
got to get an ABBA poster.
Wait, that's a Kip Winger song.
Yeah.
It is Kip Winger.
God damn it. Look.
We got to get ABBA.
It's 6
ABBA got to
degrees
get in the
of-
basement.
6 degrees of Kip Winger.
We will get there on Kip Winger, I'm sure.
yeah.
Well, thank you for that interlude, Matt.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Despite working as a prostitute, she was now making substantial amounts of money. Well, wait a second. What do you think an escort is back in the
that's
70s? Hell, even today,
I'm just saying, like an escort service, like
for all the right reasons.
an ABBA escort service.
Yeah, escort. That means escort me here, pull my pants down, I'll give you money.
It's okay, Amy. We need the money.
Yeah. Well, the plot thickens between these two. As their relationship went on, Amy became obsessed with Joey. Like her life revolved around Joey. She abandoning her friends, distance herself from her family, like all of that shit.
Yeah, they show in the Alyssa Milano one. And also there's one with Drew Barrymore.
Yes, the Drew Barrymore one. Yeah.
Yeah, but she would just not leave him alone. Like his wife would be there at the
shop.
at the complete auto repair shop. She'd just come in and say, "Joey, I need to talk to you," and stuff like that. And like, the wife's feeling it's like, wait, what? Like who's this little girl that needs, so much attention right away? And she was just like straight out forward with it.
I think there was a point I had seen at somewhere that she had pretended to go selling candy or cookies door to door,
Yes.
or some shit, and
A candy sale.
yeah, but
Went to the
just so she
house.
could be close to the address, like in that neighborhood, watching Mary Joe.
Yeah, there's another story behind that. It'll come up later.
Oh man, we got a lot to cover here, man.
What's that?
The gunshot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we'll get that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Definitely don't forget that.
Definitely use that one, yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, all right. So that obsession continued to grow and grow. And in November 1991, not but a few months after she had joined the escort/prostitute service business, Amy presented Joey with an ultimatum. It was either her or his wife. Well, Joey chose his wife.
I had read and heard that he kind of pushed her into that, doing the escort service, like to try to like get rid of her almost, maybe, like, you know what I mean? This girl's so young and naive, she didn't put two and two together, like he's trying to get rid of me or whatever like that. So,
and that makes sense. Look, you need money. The easiest way you can make money, you're sitting on $1 million. Why don't you go make some money off of it? And so she did. And then when she would come, let's say when she would come home, I was going to say come home, but when they would get together again, all Joey would have to say, well, no, I don't want to be with you. You just had like a dozen cocks inside of you. What do I want to do? Ugh.
right. Yeah. What guy would do that if they wanted, you know what I mean? Like if he wanted her, he's just sending her off.
You wouldn't just put it out there.
I think there's another thing coming up too, where you can tell he's trying to like pawn her off. Like, almost, I'm done with you and this and that. But that company that she went to, she lied, got like a fake ID.
Yeah.
I think you had to be 21. I don't know how that now.
She was 18 when she went in.
No, I don't think
No,
she was
She's
18 yet.
17.
This whole thing went down. She was
16 or 17.
16.
Yeah, she was
17.
less than 18. She was
For
only
sure.
17.
I was trying to say she's only 17.
Sure
I'm
you
just
were.
Trying
It
not
all
to.
comes back to Kip Winger.
Trying not to.
But an escort service, a company like that, is that legit on the books, or do they just kind of say quote unquote? That's the thing that you guys
It's
were
like
joking about.
massage service. That's what. Yeah,
But
escort.
escort service can operate as an actual escort service.
Absolutely.
They just don't talk about
The sexy.
the sexy time.
Okay.
To be clear, there is nothing wrong with owning or working at an escort service. Those things exist. There are people out there, men and women, who are single, or maybe they aren't single, but they need a particular person for this particular role. I'm going to a fancy party and I need a fancy lady.
Need an escort.
I need somebody to come with me. I can't let everybody know that I'm a bachelor or that I'm a spinster or that I'm, some old maid. I need
You just want somebody nice on your shoulder or on your
conversely,
arm.
maybe I just want to pay for somebody's company. Hey, I like this movie, but I like it a lot more when somebody's with to laugh with or to cry with.
I wonder what percentage of the clientele is actually like that.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, if it's like 50-50 or 80-20 or 20.
Any of the sexy stuff that happens that should have nothing to do with
That's on her own time.
Correct. With the madam or the whomever that's running
And if
the
he wants
escort
to give a
service.
couple bucks for her hanging out with him,
It's like an
be it.
off the menu type thing.
So a friend of mine is a huge fan of massages.
Prostitutes.
Well, yes.
Of massage.
Of massage, of the oriental variety.
The sensual massage.
The sensual massage.
Okay.
So he will go to these oriental places to get massages.
I think it's Asian.
Well,
Oriental's a rug.
of the Orient. Well,
Or from the Orient.
they're from the Orient.
Does he play for the Browns? Is he quarterback?
Well, he might, but either way, Oriental or Asian, which I guess includes Russian, because that's in Asia.
That's Mongolian.
What?
Includes Russian.
You're Mongolian.
No, the Mongolians. They're right above.
In Asia.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go over geography after this, but all of that notwithstanding, he goes to these washy-washies for the bro dry, if you know what I mean. Like he knows how this works.
Yeah.
And there are easy ways that you just hit a couple of keywords and you're just,
You're taking you back to where you need to
it's
be.
going to be that happy ending.
Okay.
Washy-washy.
Do you, like, when you go to these places, is there like a certain code? Does he know? Like, I need him to call in.
Bro dry.
Well, I think when you're knocking shit off the table, you know what I mean? When you're just turning and, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, all right, well, I don't think we're
Like,
done
you
yet.
turn over.
According to him, there's a subtlety of Q&A that goes back and forth.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be a word or some sort of sign or code or, would you mind lighting candle number 3?
The first sign is getting an erection.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second sign is
Them relieving you of the erection.
Yep. But there is, of course, there is talk in
Drip,
between.
drip, drop.
That's right.
Second sign is the $100 bill dropping out of your pocket.
Oh.
Oh, where'd that come
Oh,
from?
my.
Well, you don't have a pocket. That's what I mean. Where's it dropping out of?
Yeah. Out of your,
Excuse me.
between your cheeks.
I got a little Buttafuoco.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like what you did there.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. So Joey said, you know what? I'm done with you. I don't want you. I want my wife. So
What a loser.
Yeah, no, that's saddened as much as she was shocked. Amy ended the relationship.
Oh, wow.
Amy said, fuck off.
Yep.
You know what? You're a dirty old piece of shit, man. I'm done with you. I've wasted my time with you. I'm going to, I'm done.
I can get my own 28-year-old.
That's right.
38-year-old.
At least 10 years younger than you. Oh, but that sweet, sweet Buttafuoco was a hard habit to break. Despite since engaging.
That's a lyric, right?
Yeah. Such a hard habit to break.
Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all right.
Peter Cetera sings that.
That's right. God bless his silky voice. Despite since engaging in a relationship with another man, Paul Makeley, who co-owned a gym called Future Physique.
That's almost as good as Complete Auto Body Repair
God
Shop.
damn, Future Physique. Okay, so now wait a second. Back to that. If you own a gym, you're not necessarily going to call it, like Zap's Gym or Joey's Gym or whatever. So
Zap's Gym.
maybe whatever.
Where's the smoking section at?
That's right.
That's the best gym. They have ashtrays on the workout equipment.
Hell yeah.
Like, what's it? Ching, ching. That's an ashtray.
That's a Zippo.
There's ashtrays on the dumbbells. Each of them.
Yeah.
Rolled up pack of cigarettes in your workout sleeve.
Awesome. Holy shit, that's hilarious.
Hey, you mind spot me? All right.
Hey, you're
hold on.
ashing on me. I'm trying to bench.
Trying to bench you.
Look, I only got one hand free.
Why are all Italians hanging out there? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right.
Oh, God. So
Back to Future Physique.
yeah, so she's slapping it with this dude from Future Physique, who, if you've seen his picture, like it's a picture. He looks like Office Space.
Okay.
He looks like the next door neighbor. That
The long haired dude.
correct, the mullet looking
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
He looks exactly, and I mean exactly like that.
What's he say to Peter?
Oh God, hey Peter, turn on channel.
yeah.
This
Channel
and that.
9, Peter.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He's like, check
She's
out the tits
naked.
on it. Yeah. But I guess they were doing a breast exam.
Yeah.
He's like, man, that's a breast exam.
That guy.
Yeah.
What would you do with $1 million? 2 chicks at the same time.
That's
That's
him.
him.
Yeah.
All right. So despite Amy being with this Paul Makeley dude, Amy and Joey reunited in January of 1992 and rekindled their affair. So that their little breakup lasted maybe 2-3 months.
That was it.
That's it.
So she was with the gym guy in between all that.
Correct.
Okay.
Who I'm guessing picked her up at the escort service for all the right reasons.
So next guy she's gonna date like a laundry dude, guy that was a laundromat.
Yeah, crystal clean laundry.
Yeah, then
like
maybe like a hairstylist.
Bright white laundry.
Yeah, bright white laundry.
Still, again, she couldn't give up that Joey. Amy wanted that Joey all to herself. And her jealousy and hate for Mary Jo Buttafuoco grew to its boiling point. She devised a plan.
All by herself?
No.
Oh,
in fact, it was during a cut and color at her hairdresser's beauty parlor
There's the hairdresser.
on May 13th, 1992. We were just about to finish our sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
Amy had a revelation. She was going to kill Mary Jo Buttafuoco. Now, I guess this came after her and her hairdresser was telling her like, oh man, there's some chick that's messing around with my boyfriend.
Right.
And God, I want to kill her, or I want to scare the shit out of her to scare her off, stop, banging my husband or my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, all this time too, she was like driving by the house, like doing it, like sneaking through the backyard,
Stalking
doing all kinds of stalking.
Right.
What are your thoughts on whether or not there's conflicting reports? Of course, they're both going to say separate things. It's over with now, so it's not like they're get in trouble for it anymore. But she said he put it in her head. Hey, I wish I could get rid of my wife. Yeah, he did put it in, right? No, but like he was like, it's till death do you part, and if the death part happens earlier, like those kind of lines and stuff like that. Suggestive stuff. She said that he was saying to her, like reading up on this, did you come across anything that would say one way or another? Of course, he denies it. Or I should say, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think he had any?
Well, I'm giving away a spoiler because I read some stuff later on.
Okay, then we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't want to blow it.
But she will.
Yeah, right.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Balloon knot.
Balloon knot. You know what that is?
Isn't that from Stern? What's
George,
that guy?
George the guy.
Yeah, it's a guy.
Sulu.
Yep.
So I can't even do it. Go ahead.
Amy asked her hairdresser as to where she could procure a gun. Her hairdresser suggested she contact Peter Gugenti, a local upstanding citizen known to his friends as PDG.
See, that's like Joey B.
Yeah.
PDG.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
PDG, Ali G.
Yeah.
Kenny G.
Yeah, see the G's, man.
According to Amy, she shared her thoughts with Joey, who, in turn, instructed her how to do it.
There it is. Okay.
That was it. She said, hey, man, look, I was just talking with my hairdresser. She was doing my makeup, cut and color, whatever. I got this idea. I'm going to kill your wife.
Yeah, we were married in the church. If you kill her, it's okay. We can get together.
Apparently, Joey instructed her how to do it. It was real quick and easy. Just show up at the house. According to her, Joey said, just show up at the house and just shoot repeatedly as soon as she answers the door. That's according to Amy.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I just wonder. I mean, I guess we'll never know. They'll both deny it.
You will.
You will know.
No.
Okay.
Well, and then there's Joey's side. According to Joey, she was lying.
Right. According to Joey, early on, like I just know her dad. He would say, like, I never had any sex with her. What are you talking about?
Wasn't that a sitcom in the 90s? Wasn't that on TGI?
Yeah.
According to Joey.
According to Joey, yeah. That was according to Jim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Not to be confused with My Two Dads.
No.
Which this could
Paul
have
Reiser,
been.
Yeah.
That's right.
For real.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, look, not for nothing. Joey was probably her dad's age.
A little younger.
Yeah, maybe a little older, I would think.
You think older?
If she's 17, well, he could have had her at 20.
She was 17. Now that's at the end. Still, at this point, she's 16.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, she's 16, going on 17.
Joey was younger than her dad.
But Joey was 20 years her senior.
Right.
Yeah, he was 38 when she was 16. So
37, whatever.
Yeah, so I mean,
people have had kids at 21 years old.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. No, 100%. But
the norm usually is like just the norm, what you normally see, like to have a kid that age, usually in your late 40s. Usually you have your kid around But there are people, no, definitely, that have them at 20, 21.
Mid to late 20s.
We had kids, we went to
15,
school.
Yeah, 15, 16.
There was girls pregnant in our school, like 10th grade, right?
Babies.
Was there a girl pregnant in our school in like 10th or 11th? It was at least 11th grade.
At least 11th we had one.
Was that 11th? Or was that 12th? I think that was.
There was one in 12th, but the one in 12th came after the one in 11th. I'm almost positive.
Or did she come first?
Ooh.
You think about that.
Did she?
That baby's about to turn 30 years old.
Dang.
Wow. We are old.
Approaching 30. Yeah.
Legal, though. So we can say, I wonder if she's hot.
Yeah. Or him.
Nice.
Both attractive, I bet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. It could be a dude.
Yeah.
I think she had a daughter, though.
Well, the parents were attractive. So
yeah.
I'm sure it turned out good looking.
Yeah. He was handsome and she was pretty hot.
Who's out there in Radioland narrowing this one down?
Flip it through yearbook pages.
Right.
All right. So, with all of that in her head,
Again.
on May 19th, 1992, Amy arrived at Buttafuoco's house with a T-shirt, a .25 caliber handgun, and the intent of breaking up Joey's marriage.
Now, what did she pay for that? A 25 cal.
I don't know. I mean, she got it from PDG, and a guy named PDG is probably doing this on the sly.
I heard a number of $800. I don't know how accurate that is.
Damn!
For a 25 caliber
In the
pistol.
90s?
Well, also it's hot.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
there's risk.
so you're paying.
Did you guys see a picture of the pistol? That thing's cool as shit.
Is it
It's
just a
small.
little-
Yeah, it's
a little-
small as hell.
Yeah, there was other things on top of the 800 that were offered up, but that's the number that I heard, 800.
My grandma had a little 25 caliber. It had like the ivory looking like little hand. I think it was like that. Yeah. It was very cool.
A little Derringer-like pistol.
Yeah, she carried when we went to our cabin up in Tioga County when I was younger. She
Is that the kind you would see like they'd hide down in their
And they're like sock
and stuff? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Nowadays, you see girls with the phones in their butt pockets. This is a gun you could fit in your back pocket.
Oh, nice.
So she had been driven to the Buttafuoco house by PDG himself in his Ford Thunderbird, which was now brandishing a license plate she'd stolen the day before.
Man, she thought of it all.
Of course.
Oh, that's some spy shit right there.
Yeah.
Look at her.
So I'm thinking about this, whatever. I just think of like the most obnoxious or most standoutish car that you could describe to a T that everyone knows that it's this guy's car. But no, it's not my car. Look at the license plate they reported. That's not my license plate.
A Thunderbird. Yeah.
Come on, asshole.
But the Ford Thunderbird, it used to have on the back on the tail
little
lights.
window.
Yeah,
Or
but
the
no, it had the
T-Bird.
T-Bird on both sides.
Yep.
Very cool.
I wonder what year this.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Thunderbird
trying to
was.
think.
On the documentaries and stuff, they depicted as like that early 90s Thunderbird. So it was like a newer.
boxy. Yep.
Yeah, it was like
The boxy, maybe like a gray color, silver.
Remember that car that Chud had in high school?
I don't remember his car.
He had a Mercury, the Mercury equivalent of the Ford Thunderbird.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a Mercury, whatever it was, and
I think
it was
that was a Mercury Cougar because it had the Cougar signs on
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you
Ford
go.
Thunderbird. I think my dad had a Thunderbird for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And he like wrecked it.
They brought the Thunderbird back then, like in the 2000s, like late 2000s.
They tried to make it the convertible, cool looking.
the retro look.
Mhm.
Yeah. Whatever. So yeah, let's see. Fake license plate stolen the day before. All right. So knock, knock, knock. Mary Jo answers the door. Amy had a story to tell in hopes that it would anger Mary Jo enough to make her leave Joey. Amy posed as her own made-up sister named Anne Marie and went on to tell Mary Jo that her sister, Amy, was having an affair with Mary Jo's husband. She even went on to showcase a T-shirt from Joey's shop as proof.
This is funny when like people call in to those like love lines and stuff like that. They're like, "Oh, not for me, but I have a friend."
A friend, yeah, it's never them.
Like
right?
her story was it's not me, but
I have
my
a friend with erectile dysfunction.
My sister is sleeping with her husband. I just want to tell you. I'm just letting you know.
Just looking for advice.
Yeah, she said Mary Jo was recounting this whole interaction on the 2020 special, and she said that like when she came up and she could tell right away she was lying because she was kind of stuttering over words and
She
stuff.
said she was lying.
Not yet.
Okay.
But she said,
God damn.
that's wrong.
So I'm only laughing because I know what happens.
Exactly what happens, right? Yeah.
I don't know why you guys are laughing at all.
Yeah. But she had told her like I'd found this in my sister's bed when she was changing the bed. She found that shirt.
That
Greasy
t-shirt.
Yeah. And then Mary Jo was saying herself that she was being a smart ass back to her. Like, oh, you make your sister's bed and, just being a smart ass to her.
Sure.
Like, why are you wasting my time here?
Yeah.
I know my husband's not having an affair.
Yeah, I know
Like,
Joey wouldn't do that.
just beat it.
My husband owns a body shop, and he gets hundreds of T-shirts made. He gives these things away.
To everybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to say hundreds of thousands of dollars.
every mirror he fixes, he gives away a fucking T-shirt.
T-shirt, right? Yeah, pretty much. So she was kind of annoyed by her, and that infuriated. She could see it in her eyes, like it was infuriating her. Amy Fisher was getting like so pissed that you're not taking me seriously, like,
right?
Because she was a kid. She's some kid knocking on a grown woman's door. That's why she was like, "Come on."
Well, she was at the time 16 or maybe 17 by now, and she told her she was 19. She said, "I'm 19." Well, how old is your sister? She's 16. She's like, "You're not 19.
Yeah,
you don't like, and
right."
That's why she was just messing with her. Like, come on, get off my step. I don't know what's going on. I don't have time for this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I see where you're going with this, Dave. So yeah, Mary Jo ended up demanding Amy leave. Just get the hell out. Well, that Amy that you had said, and absolutely right on, she's just so pissed that Mary won't believe her story. And that Mary's just throwing it right back in her face, like, stop wasting my time. When Mary Jo turned around to go call Joey on the phone, Amy pistol whipped her twice, then shot her in the face. Well, when Mary Jo turned to go call Joey on the phone, Amy pistol whipped her twice, then shot her in the face.
Damn.
Did they learn that in like Long Island? They teach kids. Like, who knows how to do that like right away? It must be something like you take like physics, then you have like phys ed, then you have like pistol whip 101.
I think you start street fighting, and then you see the first one with a gun, and then you see what they do with it, and then you learn.
True.
Well, this area where they live though was like they were talking about it's Massapequa, is that they call it?
Sure.
It's like super suburbs.
They were like, it's like the picturesque, like perfect town. There's no crime. It's just, I don't know about now. Like in the 90s, they were talking about growing up there. The kids, the Buttafuoco kids were like, you could ride your bike everywhere, this, that, and the other. That day that this went down, Mary Jo's kids at the time were like 10 and 8 or 11 and 9, around that age, and they would ride their bikes to school when they were old enough. Well, this was the first day that I guess maybe the youngest one, the daughter, was able to ride the bike to school. She remembers that morning that the sun went out, they got on their bikes, and the son was like, wait a minute, and ran back in, and Mary Jo was like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know, something doesn't feel right. She's like, what do you mean?
That's what Joey said.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So like a sixth sense or something? Like
that's what she was saying.
Felt there
like
was something in the air.
He came back in that morning and was like, she's like, did you forget something? He's like, no, something doesn't feel right. And she's like, you're probably just overthinking it. Just go to school. And the daughter was like all excited. It was their first day to ride the bike to school, but they went off and went to school, and Mary Jo didn't think much of it. But then later on that day is when all this went down. So I don't know if the boy had like a sixth sense she was kind of hinting around at. Like, why would he do that?
Did he see dead people?
Maybe, I don't know. But she talked about
Sixth
that on
sense.
that 2020 thing. She was talking about that, and that's just crazy. Maybe he did have a sixth sense. Like, he knew something bad was about to happen. I also wonder what would have happened if Mary Jo would have been receptive to Amy's, hey, your husband's having an affair. If she would have been like, what, motherfucker, I'm going to get him, and like pissed about it.
Yeah.
What if it been...
Yeah, if it rereversed, and then Amy Fisher would have been like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm sleeping with your husband. Let's go get him,
and then they would have
whatever.
ganged up
Yeah.
on him, and then it wouldn't, but
Which
they
I
went
think-
after him.
I believe that to be her drive, her intent. Amy's, in my opinion at the time, I should say, in my opinion of what happened at the time, Amy's intent was to piss off Mary Jo enough for her to say, well, fuck this guy. I'm leaving him. He's done. Whatever. Like
Win-win situation for her.
Yeah. Like, I don't think she went to go kill the woman.
Really, yeah. She just, that's what I was kind of wondering. If,
She wanted her to divorce her husband, to leave her husband so she could have him all to herself.
basically, yeah. It makes sense. That's what I was kind of wondering.
Well, after shooting Mary Jo in the face in a whirl of panic, Amy dropped the gun and the T-shirt and ran to the getaway car where old PDG was waiting to whisk her away. Now, of course, PDG doesn't get the nickname PDG without knowing how to clear a crime scene.
Right.
So as soon as she got back to the car, Peter said basically, what is wrong with you? Go get that goddamn gun and the T-shirt. It's got your fingerprints and everything all over it. Go get that shit. And
So she dropped the T-shirt and the gun.
and the gun.
Yeah.
on the floor in the house.
Like it's just
No, on the porch, I think.
On the porch.
on the porch. Yeah, it's just like think of I don't know, something. Think of any scene like where a woman is frantic in a movie and the gun goes off and all of it, she's just panicked and drops the gun.
Just get out of there.
Or think of the Fifth Element when Ruby Rod is holding that gun against the one alien and he shoots him.
It's with Bruce Willis, right?
Bruce Willis, that's right. And Ruby Rod shoots the alien and he drops the gun. Oh my god! Do you think he'll be okay? It's just that. It's just this panic.
Well, no, she probably never even shot a gun. She probably she didn't even know what
Correct.
the hell.
And
Like
look,
she knows she needs to. PDG probably had it like cocked and loaded for her. She shoots it. She's like, holy shit! Like you said, she needed to get out of there.
Yep. I'm surprised it didn't go off when she whipped her with it.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
because she was probably holding it with her finger on the trigger.
Yep. Well, all right. So he sends her back to get the shit. So she grabs the 2 items, returns to the car, and the 2 just speed away. All right. I mean, it sounds, so far so good. It's
It was all caught on ring cam.
it's the perfect crime.
Fun fact too, that day she had went to school and called out sick. Like went to the nurse's office.
Oh.
Basically almost like for an alibi. Like, I was at school, but then I was sick. And they called. And the mom, I guess, tell her to just head home. So she went home and then hooked up with this guy and did all this. Then after this, she went home and went to the local college or whatever school she was looking to go to register for classes. And she did a couple other things to try to.
She's a go-getter.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like she was doing all this shit that guys kind of like
Create
have
an alibi.
alibis. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I was here, I was there. I could have never been there, And yeah,
Kind of reminds me of like Hack. Like you walk around Hack sometimes. Like when I was
Amy Fisher's there.
No. I'm just saying, like you go around like wondering what people were doing like in their spare time.
Yeah, they're
You know what I
killing.
mean? Yeah, not killing. I'm just
No, I
saying.
know what you
like,
mean, though, like-
yeah, you're walking around like, well, what's this guy? And then you see like one dude there is like 40 something. You're like, he's probably going back to school for something. But then you see like kids that look like way too young. Mm-hmm. Then you like try to go back and take a class, and you're like in the middle. So you're like, I'm like,
Like Van
what the hell's
Wilder.
going on here?
Yeah,
I don't belong.
Yeah,
yeah, but she tried to like I said, she tried to have alibis and look, like I said, with the license plate and all that. This was all kind of planned out. She had it.
she was, but I don't think she was that bright. I don't think hanging out with guys like from Future Physique and PDG.
Future
I
Physique.
don't think you're really. Now she was messing around with the PDG guy too. He was getting a little.
I think
He kept asking her and stuff like, hey, what do I get for this and stuff like that, right? Like
there's anybody that I have come across researching that or researching her and this whole story pretty much said we were, sex was offered or this or that. That was kind of like the MO, like a payment.
Yeah, payment for the wet.
And she was making money at that escort service, like
Hell
big,
yeah.
big money. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I think it was $100 an hour. They said, which back in the day,
Dang.
See, too, that's the thing too with like,
that's
That's
like
a lot of dicks.
but with people knowing that she was 17, 18 at the time, 19. That's
17. Let's be very clear. No older than 17.
that's a big sale.
that's plumber money, or a good electrician,
Hell yeah. $100 an hour, man.
and that's now 23 money.
Yeah.
She's making as in 92.
Hell yeah. She's
Yeah.
buying spinners. She's buying all kinds of shit for that car.
Then
Hell, by now she's probably bought a new car.
yeah, that was definitely an Alpine head unit on in that car back when
Hell
she
yeah.
was doing it back then. I don't know.
It's probably like, it's probably some like a weird name on it too. Like,
On the head unit,
yeah, it's probably no namer.
Jensen.
Jensen or something. Yeah.
Krakow.
Krakow.
Yeah,
Krakow.
Krakow. Hills had the Krakow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Pyramid.
Pyramids are not bad.
Yeah.
So these 2 speed away. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen next?
Hey guys, can you wrap it up?
Oh, man.
Just when it was getting good.
I know.
These guys.
She asked Joey to do that, or
Yeah, she's selling candy bars, so we better
okay,
wrap
okay.
this up.
Oh Jesus! I mean, look, man, she's just about to get away with murder, or so she thinks.
So she.
Well, I
thinks,
don't know. I don't know the whole story yet.
Well, let's hope she at least gets away.
Right. Yeah, this
right.
is a wild one. There's a lot more to come.
A lot
A lot more to
of
come.
people
Literally.
to come, literally. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Amy.
The Amy Fisher dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Well, this has been fun, but we got to run.
Yep. Guys, got anything else in closing?
No, waiting for part deux.
Part 2, yeah. So don't forget to tune back in next week for part 2 of Amy Fisher and Joey Buttafuoco.
Yeah, don't forget Joey.
Also known as what? The
Fire starter.
Fire thrower.
Fire thrower.
and the
Also
long,
known as Joey Wrenches.
Joey Wrenches.
Joey
and the long,
B.
And the Long Island Lolita.
Yeah.
Long Island Lolita, yes.
Yep. All right, so I guess that's it for now. So we'll catch you where?
On the flip side.
If we don't see you sooner, we'll see you later.
Peace. Thanks for hanging out in the old dirty basement. If you dig our theme music like we do, check out the Tsunami Experiment. Find them on Facebook. Their music is available streaming on Spotify and Apple, and where great music is available.
You can find us at Old Dirty Basement on Facebook and Instagram, and at Old Dirty Basement Podcast on TikTok.
Peace.
We outie 5000.